In terms of sort of catching the wave of what God's doing, God's always at work. Jesus promised to build his church. Ephesians 3 talks about God's eternal purpose is to bring himself glory through the church. And sometimes you get tumbled and you eat sand and you get beat up, but you get back up again, you go out and try to find the next wave. I think that's a good description of my last 30 years working at EGC, 30 plus, has been sort of riding the wave of what God's doing that with other people, trying to figure out how to make a difference in this setting. And it's been a blast. I come to this time with mixed emotions. I'm leaving a job that I love, and in a community that I love, and I just, it's fun to get up in the morning and go to work, or get up in the morning and stay at home and work, And I love what I do, so it's not because I'm tired, it's not because I lack energy, it's not because I don't have vision for the future, but it is because I feel like it's time to do this. So challenges of this moment, there's a lot of challenges in the world right now. The economy, racism, war, injustice everywhere you look, our political system. We need to empower younger leaders. It's pretty straightforward. We just do it. Let's put young people in places where they can have influence. We can listen to their sensibilities. We can work with them. Jesus calls us to make disciples. That's what disciple making is empowering younger leaders, often, right? But every generation has to face its challenges, and the challenges with post-COVID there's a new set of challenges, which creates a new set of opportunities. But I'm super excited about Stacy's leadership and the team that we have here at the center. I'm excited about the folks that are on the board, about our partners. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun as the challenge of sort of how does EGC do its work in this city at this time in this economy, face the challenges of the world for the sake of the church stepping into the challenges of its time. The theme of the fundraiser is God is faithful through generations, and I see that as the arc of God's work is just steady and continuous, and God is always inviting us into that work. And so that's where sort of the joy of finding God to be faithful as we serve him, as we pursue the things he calls us into. Then he's faithful because he's working those things out in his work in our lives because we've joined him in his work. So to me, that's very exciting, that as we're doing this work and we're trying to figure out which waves we can find sort of God in these places, and we ride those waves of God's work, and then we find God's faithfulness as we do that.